Now at 6, a road is closed in Thomaston as crews work to repair a 42-inch water line that broke earlier this week. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Brent Harden.
And I'm Annette Montgomery. Now, while the water line is in Thomaston, it still impacts customers over in Waterbury. And the repairs could mean that road stays closed for nearly a week. Fox 61's Kay Pattyfoot joins us live from Thomaston with the latest. Kay, how is that break impacting the area right now?
The city of Waterbury said homeowners and businesses may see a drop in water pressure and temporary discoloration. And we also spoke with a man, which we'll be hearing from later tonight. And he said this whole thing is frustrating. He says the traffic and the detour make it really bad for those in the area. I'm going to step out and you're going to see the crews are still here working diligently. And we have seen trucks come back and forth. And again, like you all mentioned, this may not get fixed until about a week. But again, coming up later tonight, we'll have more from residents in the area and how they feel about all of this. For now, live in Thomaston, Kay Pattyfoot, Fox 61.
Okay, thank you. Right now we have a reminder from Hampton's fire chief. If you light anything in your home on fire, like a candle or a cigarette, make sure you put it out properly. Fire crews responded to the Broadmoor apartments today, and when they got there, they found fire on the 5th floor. The fire chief told us burning incense was the problem there. The chief says between the water and smoke damage, people in 4 apartments now cannot live there. And luckily, though, she says no one was hurt.
Well, just in time for prom and graduation season, police now have a warning for parents and students.
Yeah, Fox 61's Jamel Johnson takes us to Canton with more on what's being done to keep everyone safe.
As a part of an annual safety campaign, Canton police are doing everything in their power to prevent underage drinking. Even if the party is at home, police want parents to know what their rights are and what they should be doing to keep everything legal.
We've had some incidents here in Canton where we've had a lot of underage drinking, and we're just trying to prevent that.
Officer Jonathan Phelps says over the years, the Canton Police Department sees its fair share of parties.
There's a lot of repercussions to this, and the last thing we want to see is anyone get hurt. So we want everyone to have fun, but just do it the right way.
The department says some parents may even be tempted to host parties with alcohol, thinking they can control the situation better versus their child doing it away from home. Officer Phelps reminds everyone this is still illegal and carries a misdemeanor.
Giving their kid alcohol, their kid's giving it to a friend, and then there's repercussions for that. People kind of think of it as not that crazy because they're going off to college shortly, but it is important to teach your kids that this is breaking the law.
We spoke to people in the area about the dangers of underage drinking. Braden Savino graduated from Canton High School just last year.
I think underage drinking could be pretty dangerous, and especially this time of year with all the parties and summer coming up. Going to parties, everyone's driving, you go to leave and get in the wrong person's car, and so much can happen.
Savino believes there are better ways to celebrate prom and graduation.
When I was in high school, definitely went to a few parties where there was underage drinking and whatnot, but if I could tell any high schoolers now if they're doing the same thing, there's definitely better options out there than so much can happen.
Canton police say if parents are hosting a graduation or prom party, they need to be present and making sure they're paying attention to everything that's going on, including monitoring all guests, monitoring for signs of alcohol and drug use, and cutting the fun short if needed. In Canton, Jamel Johnson, Fox 61.
All right, time for a look at the weather here. Things are cooling back down as we get closer to the Memorial Day weekend. Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank is here with what's ahead. Rach, we just have to get through this pesky holiday weekend and things can start to warm up again.
Then the sun will come back out again and temperatures warm up for sure. We've got a lot of clouds out there right now. I do think tomorrow is brighter, but then, like Brent mentioned, the clouds are going to come right back in again for this holiday weekend. The rain is out of here finally, and temperatures are anywhere from 20 to 30 degrees cooler than they were at this time yesterday. Overnight lows will be dropping back into the 40s, so it is going to be a cool, kind of crisp, refreshing start to the day tomorrow. And tomorrow is brighter overall. We're in the low 60s at noon, and high temperatures will be between 65 to right around 70 degrees. So not quite as cool as it was outside today. And then it's all about the holiday weekend. It's not going to be a total washout, but each day there will be a chance for at least some rain. Sunday looks like the wettest, and we're also looking at well below average temperatures with highs only in the 50s for Saturday Saturday and for Sunday. We'll talk about what that means so you can try to work around this, make outdoor plans. Your full forecast is coming up.
All right, Rachel, thank you. We have some breaking news now. NASCAR champion Kyle Busch has died. Busch's family released a statement today and said he had been hospitalized with a severe illness and was not able to compete at Charlotte Motor Speedway this weekend. NASCAR extended their condolences to the Busch family on social media and called him one of our sport's greatest and fiercest drivers. Busch was 41 years old.
An inmate at the Osborne Correctional Institution died this morning after having some difficulty breathing. According to the Department of Corrections, 62-year-old Daniel Serrano was housed in the prison's infirmary at the time of that incident. Medics pronounced him dead at the hospital at 9:16 a.m. Serrano was serving a 2-year sentence. Right now, investigators are looking into what caused his death. This is now the second inmate to have died while in custody at Osborne in the last 2 months.
A prosecutor charged a Windsor man with a list of charges, including assault and strangulation, after Middletown police accused him of choking a pregnant woman last month. According to the arraignment report, that woman said David Williams choked her during an argument. The woman said she was 5 months pregnant at the time and said their 1-year-old was upstairs at the time. Police said Williams turned himself in later.
A Ledyard man was arrested today after police say he strangled someone during a domestic violence incident. According to police, Kyle Capozza went into the victim's home, damaged property, and assaulted them. Capozza has been charged with strangulation, unlawful restraint, and assault. He was released on a $25,000 bond and scheduled to be in court today.
Today in Meriden, 3 new names were added to a memorial that honors fallen Connecticut law enforcement officers. It's an annual ceremony that had several speakers, also the daughter of a fallen officer sang the national anthem. Among the names honored, Sergeant Frank Linehan from the New London Police Department. He passed away in the line of duty in 1950. Yale police officer Greg Swaintek, who also died in the line of duty, and Special Agent Donald Kleber, who died in 2024 due to exposure at Ground Zero after the attack at the World Trade Center in New York.
Well, the plane carrying a U.S. doctor who tested positive for Ebola landed in Maine before reaching his final destination. Officials say that jet had to stop in Bangor in order to refuel before heading to Georgia. Now, the plane originally left from a Greek island and then Uganda to pick up Dr. Peter Stafford and an American missionary. Stafford later said he unknowingly operated on a person with Ebola while in the Democratic Republic of Congo. The jet has specialized equipment which help protect the flight crew and others on board.
We continue our coverage of a story we first brought you yesterday. The backlash continues as Eversource looks to raise its electric rates by 11%. Yesterday, the electric company submitted a notice to Connecticut's Public Utilities Regulatory Authority that they plan to file an application for a rate increase. Eversource states the reason for the increase is due to a revenue deficiency of more than $500 million. Now, in a statement today, Governor Ned Lamont disagreed with that revenue loss assessment and said maybe their numbers are real, but when they simultaneously post $1.69 billion in profits and pay their CEO $13.5 million last year, it makes you wonder if they're relying on a convenient, creative form of math. This is just the first step in the process. The change still needs approval from the Public Utilities Regulatory Authority before any changes could take effect. And if the hike gets approved, it wouldn't go into effect until the middle of next year.
Memorial Day is just 4 days away, and Connecticut leaders say it's more than the unofficial start of summer. It's also the kickoff to a busy tourism season. And businesses in New London are already preparing for a surge in visitors. Fox 61's Jalen Anderson shows us how they're getting ready.
As visitors flood in from the region and beyond, businesses say it's the community and memories that keep them coming back.
Connecticut was made for this season.
Beaches, restaurants, shops, and summer events opening up. Officials say they're expecting a strong tourism season. That increase in travel could give a big boost to small businesses, especially in shoreline towns like New London and busy downtown areas getting ready for more foot traffic. They're encouraging both visitors and Connecticut residents to get out and enjoy the warm weather.
getting an invitation to get outside, to explore somewhere new, to support your local community, to make memories in our state parks, on our trails, along our shoreline, and in every beautiful corner of Connecticut. Because these places are more than destinations. They're part of our story, they're part of our economy, and they're part of what makes Connecticut feel like home in the summertime.
Business owners say summer visitors not only support shops and restaurants, but also help create opportunities for local artists, vendors, and entrepreneurs to grow their customer base.
Oh, yes. I think that they'll have a really good experience here in New London. We have a lot to offer here. We have local artists, and they bring in their things in the shop and sell them. They're unique, one-of-a-kind items that you can't buy other places. So I feel, really good, and I'm expecting a really robust summer selling season.
Meanwhile, others say visitors are often drawn to the area because of its welcoming atmosphere and slower pace. Muddy Waters Cafe says they have already seen people come from as far as Texas to the area.
Well, we're excited because every year we got to meet and see new people. You're waiting for a fast-paced, moving in, moving out, going there, doing this. Here it is very relaxing, plenty of place, plenty of room. We deliver nothing but the best as far as the community goes. So really, that's the highest recommendation that I have for anybody to come in our neck of the wood.
As the summer slowly approaches, businesses are getting ready for the increased foot travel and all the smiles as people across the state have been closed in due to a long winter. In New London, Jalen Anderson, Fox 61.